Hello everyone, I'm Lulu. Welcome to Lulu's AI Daily Brief, your tech intelligence brief. Here's today's latest AI news for July 22, 2026. We have 12 stories. Let's get into it. Here's your quick overview. Coming up, U.S. Treasury threatens sanctions against Chinese open-source AI models. Zhipu AI unveils 1 gigawatt domestic AI data center, acquires ChipStack team. OpenAI launches ChatGPT for small businesses. First SMB-Specific plan. Jack Dorsey's Buzz platform launches. Humans and AI agents as equal teammates. And more in today's 12-story brief. Let's dive in. Breaking: U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent just issued an unprecedented threat, sanctions against Chinese open-source AI models, specifically naming Moonshot's Kimi K3. This isn't about chips anymore, it targets model distribution, global APIs, and even open-source licensing. Critics call it a dangerous escalation, supporters say it's overdue IP enforcement. We'll track whether this triggers real enforcement or stays rhetorical. Zhipu AI just dropped 2 seismic moves, a 1 gigawatt fully domestic AI data center, the biggest of its kind in China, and the acquisition of a top-tier AI compiler team from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. This isn't just scaling, it's vertical integration for AI independence. And the market noticed, stock spiked 34% in one day, and annual recurring revenue hit $1 billion. A new study just exposed a hidden flaw in how we train AI models. Human raters' fatigue, mood, and mental state heavily skew their preference judgments, and that bias gets baked into RLHF training. Worse? It's not random noise, it's predictable and measurable. The researchers built an audit framework to catch and correct it before training begins. This could make alignment far more reliable and less dependent on throwing more people at the problem. By the way, if this brief helps, please subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a daily update. Jack Dorsey just dropped Buzz, a radical new open-source platform where AI agents aren't tools, they're teammates. They get at mentions, join channels, run workflows, and even commit code, all inside a single, self-hostable workspace built on Nostr. It's not another chat wrapper, it's a reimagining of how humans and agents coexist in software. Google just flooded the market with 3 new Gemini models, 3.6 Flash, 3.5 Flash-Lite hitting 350 tokens per second, and a new security-focused cyber variant. But here's the tension: while Google pushes lightweight alternatives, Gemini 3.5 Pro is still stuck in testing, sparking backlash on Hacker News and raising questions about delivery discipline. Is this smart portfolio diversification, or a sign of deeper delays? SenseTime just open-sourced SenseNova-Vision, a bold attempt to unify all visual AI tasks, from object detection to 3D reconstruction, under one generative architecture. And they backed it up with SNVC50M, a 50 million sample dataset that standardizes every visual annotation into natural language instructions. This could become the ImageNet moment for multimodal research, especially for agent vision pipelines. A new paper called PlanFlip just exposed a dangerous loophole in multi-agent AI. Attackers can inject malicious prompts not during tool execution, but earlier, during the planning phase, when the main agent breaks down tasks for helpers. Since most safety layers ignore planning output, these attacks sail right through. This isn't a bug, it's a design flaw baked into today's agent architectures. Debugging AI agents has been a nightmare, because every run is different. Now, a new framework called Deterministic Replay solves it. It records every random event, LLM outputs, tool calls, timing quirks, then replays them bit for bit. No code changes needed. Just plug it in, and suddenly your agents become testable, auditable, and debuggable. This could be the foundation for real production-grade agent ops. Mac developers, rejoice, Nativ is here, a sleek new desktop app that lets you run large language models and vision LLMs locally on Apple Silicon, with zero setup. Built by the creator of MLXVLM, it's already outperforming Allama and LM Studio on visual reasoning tasks. It's not polished for enterprise, but for prototyping, debugging, or building agent workflows on Mac. This might be your new best friend. At this year's World Artificial Intelligence Conference, Shanghai rolled out several strategic moves. The Education Compute Zone went live in trial mode, a new Supernode Architecture Alliance was formed to set hardware standards, and a research-focused token plan was introduced. Taken together, this shows China doubling down on AI infrastructure, not just for industry, but for academia, standardization, and talent pipeline development. At the AI Engineer World's Fair, Simon Willison sat down with Anthropic's Claude Code team, Kat Wu and Therick Shahipar, for a deep dive into coding agents. They discussed real-world safety trade-offs, how to evaluate agent performance beyond accuracy, and the design philosophy behind Claude Tag and Fable. No hype, just grounded engineering insights from the front lines of production agent development. A new study just exposed a hidden flaw in how we train AI models. Human raters' fatigue, mood, and mental state heavily skew their preference judgments, and that bias gets baked into RLHF training. Worse? It's not random noise, it's predictable and measurable. The researchers built an audit framework to catch and correct it before training begins. This could make alignment far more reliable, and less dependent on throwing more people at the problem. That's all for today's Lulu's AI Daily Brief. If this was helpful, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. I'm Lulu. See you tomorrow.